Hey guys, welcome to Interesting Video on Wild Rift. So today we are back with a Tristana supplementary guide, and today we are going to be talking about Tristana not going for Mole Reminder, but instead going for Terminus and then replacing Mole Reminder with IE. So contrary to what it says here, this is not a build you want to go when there's no healing on the enemy team. Nah. We're actually going to be playing against the Soraka here, so yeah. These titles are just random like titles that I name my builds, or sometimes it's just previous titles from patches ago, but yeah, ignore those. Like the last video, like the Varus build, it was called Lethality, so yeah, just clearing that up in case anyone has a misconception. But let's jump straight into it. So pretty standard Tristana build. Start off with the Gluttonous Greaves, into the BT as usual, into the Quick Blades for the cooldown as usual, and then into the Magnetic Blaster for the bonus attack speed as well as the bonus attack range. Now where this differs from a normal Tristana build is here you would normally go for Mole Reminder for the Grievous Wounds and the Armor Pen. And then your last item would be something like a Maw, for example. But with this build, now we're instead going for IE. Because remember that IE is still a pretty good item. Now, the main reason why people are saying that IE is not a very good item is really because it's kind of not worth the gold you're paying for it. In the sense that it's a very, very expensive item. And you don't really get the real value from the item. So for example, IE here, right? Gives you 60 AD and more crit damage. So what else is like similar or same price to IE, right? Let's say you have Bloodthirster, which is 100 gold cheaper than IE, right? So with the Bloodthirster, when you reach the point where you're building IE, it's going to give you 75 AD compared to 60 AD from IE. It's going to give you 10% attack speed when your health is above 50%. It's going to give you 12% physical vamp. But IE just gives you extra crit damage. And this crit damage, it used to be from like 200 to 225, but now it's like 175 to 205. So it's like a huge like nerf to crit, I guess, which is why some people say that IE is not a very good item. I sort of agree. When I say it's not a very good item, I kind of mean that there are better choices most of the time, but this is just kind of one of those cases where you can't afford to put IE in your build. It's just that, you're going to have to sacrifice your Mole Reminder and build a Terminus later. But the kind of plus side of this is I think Terminus is like probably the best out of all the armor penetration options that you have. Because it really just gives you the most insane stats. And think about it, Mole Reminder, the main like good part about it is that you get both Grievous Wounds and you get Armor Pen in the same item. But now instead of getting Grievous Wounds, you still get your stacking Armor Pen, you get stacking resistances, you get magic damage on hit, you get way more AD than Mole Reminder, and you get 30% attack speed, which Mole Reminder did not give you in the first place. So Terminus I think is a really insane item as well, so overall this build is just pretty strong as well. You guys will see it a little bit later on. Then of course we go for Lethal Tempo, you get the bonus attack speed and the bonus attack range. Brutal of course because you auto attack a ton. Giant Slayer to counter the tanks, or even Coup de Grace if you're against all squishies. And Alacrity for more attack speed, Bone Plating for the defensive capabilities, Flash as well as Exhaust, because Tristana loves those 1v1s where Exhaust is going to come in handy. But with all that said, let's hop into the gameplay. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at our gameplay itself. So, as usual, just really briefly, because I talk about this in like at the start of every Tristana video, and I do for all the ADCs as well, right? Every guide I do, I kind of talk a little bit about this, which is what kind of, supports does the ADC like. And the reason why I like to cover this in my videos, by the way, guys, is kind of like, for example, if you're playing in duo queue, you can kind of like direct your duo as to what support to play. If you're playing in solo queue, you kind of don't want to pick anti-synergistic combos. So just give you a very extreme example. Let's say you have you are playing like a Samira, right, for example, then you don't want something like a Lulu, because Lulu is not really going to help you all that much. Lulu is an amazing support, top tier support, but like Lulu is not really going to help you very much as Samira, because she can't CC for you and engage for you, so that's really not what you want. So Tristana works amazing with engagers, makes your early laning phase very strong. You will see this, relatively soon. Makes your early laning phase very strong, allows you to get kills in lane. But with Enchantress, of course, protects you, and in the mid to late game is going to ensure that you can hyper carry the team without yourself dying. So both kind of works. My personal preference, I've covered this in a number of videos, is engaged supports, because I like to play that style of Tristana where I jump in onto their hits and just kill them early and then snowball off of that. And yeah, that's just the Tristana I like to play. So here I'm with a Leona, and Leona gets an engage onto Soraka. We hop straight on in. We're focusing down the Soraka. We exhaust the Varus, but we're attacking the Soraka. Soraka 1 HP, one more hit, we get the Soraka, we're gonna hop back out. Varus is now unloading onto my Leona. Leona engages back onto the Varus, and Leona nearly dies, so has to take the kill there to ensure that Varus does not get the counter kill. Yeah, but the Varus here has Phase Rush, so this is kind of one of those situations where Phase Rush is not great, right? So what people don't really understand a lot about Phase Rush is, especially in lane, it's a really, really weak rune. Now, we have just covered Varus in our last video with Phase Rush. I didn't really mention this because I didn't really think it was very, it didn't really come up, I guess you could say. But in lane, if you have like your PTA, your Conqueror, and your Lethal Tempo, and you have extended fight like this one, it's going to be so much stronger than Phase Rush. Now, Phase Rush is, in my opinion, really only better in like the later stages of the game. Before that, again, Varus gets caught with the engage, just straight up dies. Like, this is kind of what you can do with Tristana and an engager, which is why I love playing Tristana with engagers. Viego comes in, tries to engage on me, I hop away. I have to run away because I have like 0 HP at this point, so I'm not going to tangle with him too much. But yeah, so Phase Rush is not very good in the laning phase, because aside from letting you take a quick trade and running away, which is the main part it's good at for lane, in a long extended fight, or I can't say it's not good for lane, it's not good in a long extended fight, because in a long extended fight, you proc your Phase Rush once, you get your movement speed to run away / run toward, and then you get your cooldown refund for like 20% from your Phase Rush, and that's it. Like, you have basically no rune after it procs it one time, whereas if the guy you're fighting has Lethal Tempo, has Conqueror, has Press the Attack, they're still getting all of their effects, but you're not getting your effects. So Varus there should not have been really wanting to take a long fight. He wants to take a short trade, right? I want to take a long fight because I have Lethal Tempo. Now, he does have a Soraka who is going to be pretty good in a long fight, but his Soraka died, so he really should be running away. Now, I have the Wave Frozen in a situation where he has to walk up to farm, but he knows Leona's in there. He just hit Leona with his E. He knows Leona's in there, and he's forced to kind of farm. Now, Leona gets the catch onto Soraka. Soraka is just dead at this point. Whoever gets caught by Leona is going to die. So, here we're just farming them at this point. Soraka dies again. Yeah. 2 deaths for Varus, 2 deaths for Soraka. Varus is forced to use his like empowered arrow to farm. So that is a real dire strait. You know, he's up a creek without a paddle at this point because he cannot step up. And this is how oppressive like Tristana Leona lane can really feel. Now, I would argue that Leona lanes are very oppressive if you are playing with a champion that can kill. So think about it like a Leona with a Draven, a Leona with Tristana, Leona with Lucian, because the thing about Leona that other engaged supports can't do is she can engage over minions. Like, Nautilus gets blocked by minions, Pike, Blitzcrank, all blocked by minions. But with Leona, you can't even stand behind minions. You have, like, Leona has, like, that long-range ulti to hit you from, like, you know, a mile away. She has a E, that can pass through minions and hit you even when you're behind minions. So, like, I think, like, Leona lanes, like, when you have an ADC that's a hit and an ADC that can kill, it's incredibly oppressive. And I've been on the receiving end of that one multiple times. And when you're against, like, a Leona with a fed ADC, you literally cannot step up. Like, Varus just tries to go for the Hextech toolkit there and just dies. And Soraka doesn't even try to heal him at that point, which is pretty funny. Because Shadow was AFK typing or just gave up on the Varus. We get a plate. And our lead is burgeoning at this point. We are like 2k gold ahead of the Varus in 5 minutes. We have 5k gold in 5 minutes, so we have like 1000 GPM at this point. And it's like only increasing because we're getting more plates. Yeah. Leona gets rooted there. I'm just walking out. Another fight is happening in the river, and if we can reach that fight, you know, we can maybe turn the tide of the fight. Unfortunately, Jace gets a kill onto Veigar. And Jace is becoming a problem, because if you notice, Jace is 4-1. I'm 4-0. He has more gold than me. So of course he's been getting solo tower plating gold. So he's even more fed than I am. And he's building full lethality. He has a he has a ghost blade completed. He has his lethality boots completed. So I'm expecting at this point, if he gets a QE off on anybody, probably they're gonna lose half their health. Unless maybe Malphite, right? Most other people are gonna lose like half their health. I'm expecting to lose like half my health if I get hit by it. So I'm trying to not tangle with him unless we can get him when he has no cooldowns and get the shutdown, which is what I really want. Enemy team already secures the dragon off of that kill that they got. they're completely zoning my team away from the Rift Herald, and they're gonna get that one too. So enemy team gets both objectives. Despite the hot start we had to the game, we're not really able to translate our lead and help our team to secure objectives, mostly because our team kind of died right at the Dragon Pit, so we can't really just jump in there and help them. So instead, we're doing the main thing we can, which is the enemy team is getting the objectives, the enemy team is doing well. What we want to do is we want to make sure we ourselves are in a position to carry, because at this point, if we take stock of the game, my top side, being my jungle, top, and mid, is not doing very well at the moment compared to their counterparts. Right, Nasus is 1k up on Malphite, Jace is like 3k up on Veigar, and I'm like 2k plus up on Varus. So at this point in time, I'm the main win condition of my team. And of course, in late game, we're going to scale, up as well. So I'm definitely going to be the main win condition for my team, unless we make it to like 30 minutes in the game where Veigar starts one-shotting people. But for now, I'm kind of the main win condition of my team, so I need to make sure I'm in a position to carry. I'm going to get as much gold as I can. I'm getting tower playing gold. I'm going to top lane. I'm taking all of these waves, to get even more gold, to ensure I get my item spikes more quickly, and ensure I'm in a position where I can, number one, carry my team, and number two, be able to kill Jace and Nasus, who are kind of becoming problems on the enemy team. Jace is so fed, we want to kill him, we want to get a shutdown, and Nasus is becoming fed as well, which means he's going to be an insane frontliner for the enemy team. We want to be able to get rid of him as well. So this is definitely going to be a very exciting one, and we're going to see what happens. So Nasus is now running down Veigar. Now here I'm trying to go around the safe way because we can see the enemy bot lane trying to catch up. Nasus is getting really low, but he's getting healed by Soraka. Soraka now has to back off, so we get the kill onto Nasus. We get a little bit of a mini shutdown on him as well, get the 100 gold. Now Viego is coming in. I'm hopping in onto him, and I get hit by a Jace EQ right as I hop in, which does almost half my health as I predicted. Now Viego 1 HP, I'm able to finish him off just by getting my bomb stacked. Leona does pay for my sins though, and she does end up dying, but you can see me basically lifesteal everything back up there. And now Jace coming in with another EQ, I'm going to have to walk away. And yeah, it does do real insane damage. Unfortunately, they take on the tower, and Jace is coming in again, so I'm going to have to walk away again. So I'm getting my back consistently disrupted, but Jace is a little bit overextended at the moment. Xin Zhao should be collapsing on him with the Veigar and myself. So here you can see he uses all his spells on Veigar. I exhaust him, and I'm thinking this is my chance to go in, but I don't have enough health. And he is eventually able to kill me as well, and that's just a disaster because he gets the 6 kill shutdown on me, and he becomes even more fed. Now, what I need to happen is I ideally need my team not to kill him so that I can kill him and get the shutdown back so that I can get more fed and compete with him. So that's what I need to happen, ideally. Of course, there are scenarios where you want to be the one getting the kill and situations where you want to have your team get the kill. So in this case, it looks like my team's going to get him because he's like jumping in like a madman, and he does end up dying. And Malphite, of all people, get the shutdown. Come on, not the Malphite. He's completely out of the game already. Like, even with that shutdown, he only just has like... I don't know. He only just has more gold than the enemy Soraka with that kill. Like I'm lost for words at that point. But anyways, here we are respawn. Veigar just presses the out button, one shots the Soraka, and yeah. So Jace kind of feeling himself a little bit too much there, and yeah. Now here I get one shot by Varus. I knew that was coming. I tried to use my W to jump out, only to realize it was on cooldown, so yeah, didn't see that one coming in the end, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's not looking very good for us at the moment. We don't even have that Viego shutdown, Jace shutdown to get anymore. Jace is now at 3 items, and he's gone for the smart option of getting the Sundered Sky. Now, why is Sundered Sky a smart option? Well, if you go for a lethality build, it's really good to get a Sundered Sky as like maybe a 4th item or so. 3rd item, 4th item at some point in your build. It's good to get Sundered Sky. Sundered Sky last item really good as well, because Sundered Sky guarantees you crit on your auto attack. So you already have insane amounts of lethality. So that gives you a 1 auto attack crit. Because obviously you don't want to build like crit items, right? It doesn't make any sense. So getting a 1 auto attack crit is insane. Now here Jay's getting caught. I'm trying to get the kill on him, get the full stack bomb there. But somehow he doesn't die, so I have to change target to the next target. I flash forward, try to finish him off, but Soraka is now here with the healing. Come on, man. Like, yeah, we couldn't get the Jace there. Either way, he does have a shutdown. He has re-accumulated the shutdown, so we really want to kill him again. I mean, even if he didn't have a shutdown, you still want to kill him. He's the most fed member of the enemy team, and he's a major win condition. Now, Nasus here, really far up. taking a lot of free damage. We're just blasting him into next week. He nearly survives. I have to hop forward and finish the kill on him. Jace now goes in onto Malphite. Malphite with the CC. I'm blasting the Jace. I really want to kill the Jace. I'm free firing on him for the longest time. Now I have to just jump forward. I get the kill on him. I get the reset. I jump away from Viego, but Viego is able to catch up to me and eventually get the kill on me. But I honestly think that was worth, because getting the shutdown on Jace, getting him off the map, is really, really important. He's just so much of the enemy team's goal, and he's getting his other team members fed as well. Like, Viego's not getting fed, Nass is not getting fed. That's not good at all. So here, we are gonna try our best to get rid of him and get rid of the rest of them. I honestly think like the bot lane are not very major issues. Like, Soraka is always gonna be a problem because no matter how behind she is, she always is gonna heal, you know, her team for a lot, right? So Soraka is just one of those champions that even if she's behind, she's gonna be useful. So really, the Varus is kind of the most useless one at the moment, but he's not even that useless. He still has more gold than my top laner and my mid laner, so this is kind of a really, really hard match to play. Now, the only real redeeming like quality here is that Jace is the one that's very fed on the enemy team. He's building full lethality. So number one, Jace falls off in the late game. Number two, lethality falls off in the late game. So at some point, this Jace is not going to be very strong, and I am. So I'm going to have to kind of hold on all the way to late game, you know, probably, in order to kind of be in a better position. Like, I scale very well, Veigar scales very well, you know, but on the flip side, Nasus and Viego also scale really well. Soraka is also insane, so yeah. So here we're thinking enemy team might be on Baron. I'm pinging enemy missing on Baron because I'm thinking they might be doing Baron. It turns out they're not, so yeah. And now Xin Zhao is kind of getting a little bit overextended there. Jace comes in. I hop away to safety, but Jace is overcommitted big time for me, and we're able to get rid of him. Now I'm 1 HP. I'm rooted by the Varus. I can't escape. I don't have QSS, so I'm just gone as well. At this point, you guys have seen the normal sell boot trick. I sell my boots. I get my armor boots. Armor boots insane value this game. The enemy team is basically full AD aside from Varus, who's actually building AP. But armor boots has huge value in this game. Obviously, you know, we might need to pick up a QSS real soon for like things like the Viego stun and the Varus root. Gonna come in real handy on those abilities. But yeah, here enemy team tries to do the Baron. Xin Zhao tries to get in the steal, but ends up just giving a leash to the enemy team because he has to smite for health, or he's just smited way too early in panic. I'm not sure which, but either way, he ends up just giving the enemy a leash with a very mistimed smite. So this is a horrible situation. My Veigar dies as well. I'm not sure what he's doing. And yeah, it's not looking very good whatsoever. So here, Nasus gets a little bit caught out of position. He has to flash out of the way. I'm trying to pick up this wave before the TX can buff it up. And I get most of it before the TX actually comes. So now, what I'm trying to do here is I have pretty good range. I'm at level 12. I'm actually trying to hit the T-Hex to stack up my Lethal Temple. Or hit the Nasus for that matter, which is even better. However, I eat a Jace QE combo, and that is not what I want. I'm getting super chunked out. I can lifesteal it back if I hit someone, but I really can't hit anybody at this point. So here the TX ulting onto the base. I'm just trying to clear the minions. I'm trying to lifesteal off the minions mainly, to be honest. That down goes Tara. Xin Zhao and Malphite is going in. I get hit by another Jace EQ that is, yeah, not too hot. Viego really hard commits onto me. I exhaust him, I ult him away, and I can't finish him off, obviously. Like, I'm too low. I have to ult him away. And now the enemy team is on our Nexus. I restore health using the fountain. I'm still trying to hit. I'm hitting really the only person I can, which is happening to be the TX. Now, they're all clumped up, and I'm trying to hit whoever I can. They're all trapped in the Veigar cage. I'm hitting. I get the kill. I get one kill. I have to flash away. I get the kill onto the Jace. Crucially, Viego overcommits onto me. I get another kill onto him. I'm going back to the fountain to restore a little bit of health. Then I'm going to have to hop back out to defend against the Soraka and the Varus. They actually run away, or not exactly run away, but run back a little bit. And I'm just clearing up the minions. They're going to have to run away because I honestly think I can 1v2 the Soraka and the Varus. I'm not sure if I'm overestimating myself on that one, but I actually think, actually maybe not. I don't have anti-heal, so maybe not. Either way, we don't take that risk. We're just going to continue on to farming the minions. Like, farming super minion waves gives you a lot of gold. So one of the good things about your inhibitor getting taken down is the super minions, which is going to give you lots of gold. Enemy team is gonna get Ice Dragon, so no way we can really defend against that because our jungler is in the base. Someone's pinging to attack the dragon, but I'm not going there. Like the only thing I can really do there is die and give a shutdown. No point of doing that. So I'm instead just going to back off, let the enemy team have the Ice Dragon soul, which is a pretty strong soul. But yeah, you know, I can't do anything about it. Like my jungler's dead. You know, what can I do? Enemy team is not hardcore trying to push mid. My team is kind of getting caught out a little bit in the jungle. Veigar is in a very sticky situation. Is able to walk it off with the help of his crown. And now we're trying to clear the wave again. Now the next objective spawning is Baron. And you know, we are basically expecting the enemy team to go Baron. Right? Like the enemy team probably going to go Baron. Jace is trying to get this tower. Now Jace super overextended, gets ulted by Malphite, gets caged by Veigar, completely stunned. Veigar one-shots him. And Jace is now out of the fight. Now Jace has misstepped multiple times during the previous fights. Nasus flashes over the wall instead of choosing to get focused by me. Now Viego is in deep 1v4. Nearly gets the kill, but doesn't. And here I'm trying to see if I can chase onto the Varus and Soraka, but they're a little bit too far away. I can't quite reach them. So now we're gonna go onto the Baron. Our Xin Zhao is still alive. He is really low though, so this is kind of dangerous because if he gets like sniped by Varus, this is not going to be a very safe one. Oh, he gets sniped by Varus. That's not good. We're now focusing the champions, not the Nashor. We're focusing Varus. Varus is down. I'm focusing Soraka. Someone is focusing the Baron, and that guy is trolling because, like, technically speaking, Soraka could have stolen the Baron there. The Baron went down to 6 HP, which one auto attack from anybody would have gotten it. So the trick, so-called, at like objectives, is if your jungler is dead, you want to focus the champions first because the champions who are trying to jump into steal are trying to do just that. They're desperately trying to steal. They're not trying to focus you. So you just need to focus them, kill them, and then get the objective. Because they're just going to be thinking about stealing the objective. They're not going to be thinking about killing you. So you need to be thinking about killing them instead of killing the objective. Don't give them the chance to steal it. Speaking of objective, now the Elder Dragon is out. We have Baron already. We're just going to get mid lane priority, and because our jungler is dead, we kind of have to wait a little bit before we start this one out, because if not, we don't have a smite, right? So we get the mid lane tower, we also get the objective bounty, and we're still really far behind the enemy team after all of that. But we're in definitely way better shape now. Now we're focusing the Baron. My main job is to DPS the Elder and to make sure Viego doesn't come in. So here, I basically have turned for the fight at this point. I'm hitting whoever is the closest to me, like just playing, you know, backline. I don't want to be jumping in here as Tristana because the enemy team can just kill me, and I don't want that. We're gonna be able to get the Elder, and now with Elder and Baron, the Baron is still here. Baron being the T-Hex. We can push down mid, and maybe this could be a game-ending push. Like Viego and Nasus, not Viego and Nasus. I don't know why I keep calling Jace Viego, but Jace and Nasus are dead, and they are two of the more fed members of the enemy team. We one-shot the tower, and now we're going to move on to the inhib. We're going to focus the inhib, and we're going to get that. And now still 10 plus seconds from the respawn, TX is ulting the Nexus, and I'm just blasting the Viego if he comes anywhere near. I'm now blasting the Nexus, just blasting the Nexus. I don't care about anyone else. I'm blasting the Nexus, and we get the victory. Really hard fought that one, huge goal deficit, but we do end up pulling it off. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'm going to leave you guys with the stats as usual, and goodbye.